not so long ago, there lived a family with 2 children, Miriam. Where's Miriam? The big sister. And little Sarah. Give a wave. They were a loving family. They had nearly everything that they could need or want, and they lived a happy life, right? One year, just before Hanukkah, the parents called their children together and gave each of them some money. There you go. "We have a wonderful surprise for you," their mother said. "Your grandmother, Bubby Ray, is coming for a visit. Bubby Ray always sends you such wonderful, wonderful gifts for Hanukkah. So this year, we thought that maybe you might like to buy her a gift." The children were very excited. They loved it when Bubby Ray visited, and they were pleased to have a chance to buy her a wonderful surprise. But what should it be? Both of the children went to find a place to think about it. The oldest, Miriam, went for a long walk in the woods, her favorite place to figure things out. She listened to the chirping birds, the noises of the small animals, and the sound of the wind rustling through the trees. Oh, nice sound effects. She walked farther and farther into the woods, where the trees were so thick that they blocked out the sun. Miriam thought about what would be the best present for Bubby Ray. She thought and thought and thought some more. All of a sudden, a cold wind blew through the woods, and Miriam wished that she had her warm coat to wrap around her. "That's it," she exclaimed. "I'll buy Bubby Ray a nice soft shawl to keep her warm in the winter." So off Miriam went to buy a beautiful shawl, the same brown color as Bubby Ray's kind eyes. Now, Sarah, the youngest child, didn't really have a special place to go and think. She wandered into the woods, but no ideas came to her. She wandered along the side of the house where the roses grew in the summer. She thought about her Bubby Ray, about how good she always smelled, her sweet smile and the sound of her laughter, how she loved to cook and bake, and how she loved to share a secret with a certain wink. What present would be special enough for her? Sarah thought and thought and thought some more. Then she looked up and saw a bird's nest that looked like a basket sitting in a tree. "That's it," she exclaimed. "A basket of wonderful Hanukkah goodies will make Bubby Ray very happy." And off she went to town to fill a basket with Hanukkah gifts. While Miriam was buying her present, little Sarah was rushing from store to store, finding just the right gifts for Bubby Ray. She bought a basket big enough to carry many wonderful things. She bought a dreidel to play the dreidel game. She bought delicious chocolate Hanukkah gelt and potatoes and onions for making latkes. Not that long ago, right? And she bought a Hanukkah and some candles of all colors. She miraculously fit them all in her basket and started home. As she was walking, she came upon several children playing outside a small house. As Sarah walked up, the children were asking their friend why his family celebrated Hanukkah and what they did. "Oh, we light candles and get presents," was all that the little boy said. Little Sarah stopped and told them the whole story of the Maccabees and their bravery, and then took the dreidel out of the basket. She showed them how the letters on the sides of the dreidel, Nun, Gimel, Hey, Shin, they stand for Nes Gadol Haya Sham. A great miracle happened there. She left the dreidel with the children. "Happy Hanukkah," she called, as she continued on her walk home. A little further down the road, Sarah met a poor mother and her children. They all looked tired and hungry. Sarah thought about her own family, who had everything they needed. But what about this family? Then Sarah had an idea. She gave the food from her basket to the mother, who thanked her again and again. The children looked so happy. Look, they're so happy. "Happy Hanukkah," Sarah called, and then she went on her way toward home. Just before she got back home, Sarah met a blind man walking down the road with a cane. He greeted Sarah as they passed, and she stopped to talk with him. "I remember something about Hanukkah from long, long ago," he said. "But what can a blind man do to celebrate?" Sarah had an idea. She reached into her basket and pulled out the last two things, the Hanukkah and the candles. "Here, take these. Feel the beautiful shape of the Hanukkah and where the candles fit in. When they are lit, you will feel their warmth. Happy Hanukkah," she called, and she went on her way. When Sarah got home, her sister was already there with her parents and Bubby Ray. Come on over, Bubby Ray. It's so nice to see these lovely reunions. They lit the candles in the Hanukkah for the first night of Hanukkah, one candle and one shamash to watch over it. They said the blessings, and they all sang Hanukkah songs. Then they danced. Just kidding. After dinner, their parents told Bubby Ray that each of the children had a special surprise for her. Then Sarah looked at her sister with wide eyes. In the fun of celebrating the first night of Hanukkah, she had completely forgotten about the gifts for Bubby Ray, and that without even realizing it, she had given everything away on her walk home. All she had left was the basket and this story. What would she do? Miriam was the first to offer her present to Bubby Ray. The beautiful, warm shawl, the same color of Bubby Ray's kind eyes. Oh, what a beautiful, very long shawl. And she told her about the wind in the woods. And Bubby Ray said, "I will cherish this gift always," as she wrapped the shawl around her shoulders. "It will remind me that there is beauty that surrounds us and keeps us warm even when things are a little cold." Miriam smiled. Sarah thought, "What will I do? I gave away my gift." "And what did you buy for Bubby Ray, Sarah?" asked her parents. Sarah had no choice. So she told her parents and Bubby Ray about the children and the family and the blind man. Looking down, she handed the empty basket to Bubby Ray. Oh, how about an oh? Oh. Miriam was laughing, but Bubby Ray held the basket close and then put it down. "Oh no," thought poor little Sarah, who was starting to cry. "She doesn't like my present at all." But Bubby Ray pulled Sarah close to her. "This is a very, very special present, and I will always remember it," said Bubby Ray. "You remembered your family, but you shared your present with other families too. This basket is not empty. It is overflowing with giving and love and promise for our family's future. It is a precious gift." And Sarah smiled. "My wonderful grandchildren," said Bubby Ray, "I love you both. Each of your presents has brought me special joy. There is joy for my body with the warmth of this shawl, Miriam, but there is a special joy for my soul, for the spirit of kindness and sharing in your basket, Sarah. These are the very best Hanukkah gifts." Thank you to our wonderful Beth Am players.